EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Purdy going to the air right away. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 20-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Purdy. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Play action. Now Purdy. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Chicago Bears. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Get it? Hey, check that. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Stroud sets up the play action. It got his man, complete. A big play there on the first play of the game. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now here's Stroud. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go.
Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Stroud will look to throw once more. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Touchdown, Texans! Devin Singletary. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. Now they'll try and run it in with Singletary. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Fields on 1st down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Chicago Bears.
Fields now to throw. Buying time to his left. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool. as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Out to his left. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first.
Let's go.
Play action. Stroud now. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ready.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Texans. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
18 Cardinal.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. A give left side here for Herbert. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down.
And the Bears, 1st down.
On 1st down, right back to Herbert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Christian Harris on the tackle.
Here is 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
You got a mini base. Is that all right?
Here's Fields. Flush to his right. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
For a Chicago Bears.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now it's Fields. Going for it all. And this one is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
A loss of 6 yards brings up 3rd and 16.
Here's Fields. Dancing to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Fields, being chased out left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Stroud off the play fake. He'll let this go deep for Collins. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And the Texans, 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Intended for Dalton Schultz. Incomplete.
Come on.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. Touchdown! Brevin Jordan, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Bears 9.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. Wow, a big mistake there late in. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we got a good... It'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let go.
They go play action with Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. Throwing is Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now Jackson going to shift him around. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
You change it.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson from 17 yards out. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, CD, that was a well-orchestrated drive by Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and how about the way he capped it off, too? Orchestrate the drive and then let everybody know exactly who the guy is on the field you've got to watch on every play. Finishes it off with a touchdown run.
Justin Tucker is a kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lucky 50. Let's go. Where's it hot?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Play action now. Cousins under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Hey, can. Leave it. Ring up 48.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
And it's 3rd down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Play fake. Cousins. Toward the sideline. Intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now Jackson on second down. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They got the ball. The other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
6 yards.
Out of his end zone, Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. They'll throw again. Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Cousins. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Escaping the pressure right. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Yards to go.
On third down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Cousins. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here we go.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
On third down, Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. It's a run with Akers. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead.
8, Ravens 7. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Minnesota.
So the Vikings bringing the offense back onto the field. They'll go for two here. Following the interception, Cousins. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
The score, Vikings 16, Ravens 7. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
It's 2nd and inches.
Jackson now. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up past the 40. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
First down and going to go.
13. Report.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go into the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Rose.
Final play of the half, Cousins. That is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This taken in at the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Kene Nwangu. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Flush. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Get hot!
On play action, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Two.
They go play action. Cousins sliding out of the pocket. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Here's Madison running on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. And quickly they get to the line.
A gain of a yard.
Cousins now on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Cousins open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
We're going. Let's go.
First and goal,
Leave
Minnesota.
it. Bring up 48.
Here's Cousins. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. Madison will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Take over first and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Cameron Bynum.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Play fake, Cousins. That's down the field for Jefferson. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he's got some space here. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Jackson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's able to get it back here. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 54, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hey, Sunday.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away. And his first look is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Mahomes will try again on second down. That one caught by Rice. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Mahomes going to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. He may go. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 16-yard line.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And the Chiefs' D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
3rd down.
Purdy now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Mahomes now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19.
It's a gain of 18. And a Kansas City.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Mahomes to throw once more. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 29 yards. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Two-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. And he will get in to make it 8-0.
That makes the score Chiefs 8, 49ers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
and it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And down right near the 25. Able to break through that initial contact, got him some extra yardage.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
With the score,
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
of 17 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he will find his man, Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 55 yards. And the 49ers have come back to make it a 2-point game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Rashee Rice, 68 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead.
Chiefs 16, 49ers 8.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. Let's go now.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 3rd down and 13.
3rd and 13.
Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Completes it to Jennings. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman 32 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Fred Warner.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Chiefs 22, 49ers 8.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ready, ready. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
On first down, it's Purdy. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Purdy. That's caught out right by Jennings. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Jennings. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up 4th down.
Ready, ready. Cougar 19, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready.
They'll try and throw for it here. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Purdy's pass intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hero 15.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This is caught and in for the Chiefs touchdown. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, boy, what a matchup. 2 NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Here's Samuel. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys.
Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 63 yards. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Hey, kill!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And the result here, a pickup of 8, leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
And he'll go right back to Lamb. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Cowboys.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Dak's got this one complete to Pollard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Flushed out right. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. 2nd and 9.
On the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Niners' 19.
To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
Cowboys 8.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14. Cowboys 8.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Ready up.
Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it
Throwing here, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard
Now Purdy.
line.
This pass to Jennings, and he makes a catch. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
To Jawan Jennings. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
25-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Purdy bootlegging it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Let's go.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Purdy now to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Back to throw, Purdy. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners add 6 to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Now the Cowboys going to burn.